Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2, check. Check, 1, 2, check, check, 1, 2. And go up a little bit. You're in 4. Can you give me a level check on yours, Gary? Oh, yours is done. Sorry.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test, 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 test.
Yep, we're good.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Jonathan Krause now joined by Fox Valley Lutheran head coach Jay Wendland. And Coach, first off, congratulations on a conference championship and a #1 seed in the WIAA tournament. What were your thoughts on the computerized process as opposed to having a seeding meeting?
You know, I coached in Minnesota for a number of years, and we had computer seeding over there, so I was just fine with it. You know, either way you look at it, people are unhappy one way or they're happy the other way, and so at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you just got to go through all the teams anyways.
I know that being a #1 seed, you get a bye in the first round. How do you like your bracket in terms of the teams you were paired with? I know most coaches say we just have to beat whoever they send us to.
And that's the case. I would say we definitely have a tough bracket. First, we are looking at either Wausau East or Lakeland. And then as you look through the way, Medford is a very good team. We only beat New London by 2 points early in the season. You look at that bottom half, Mosinee has had a very good year. And so I think it's just tough competition all the way through that section.
This is the last time we're going to have you on the video stream in the regular season. What can you tell me about this senior class and what they've meant to Fox Valley Lutheran basketball?
You know, it's been great. I've had most of them for 2 years now. And our two senior captains, Drew Mears and Josiah Butler, have really set the tone from day one. Being part of last year's team and then just carrying that forward. We wanted to take a step forward this year, and I believe we have, and a lot of that is due to their leadership. We also have other seniors that have contributed in different ways this year, but it's their camaraderie with the team, it's their rapport with all their teammates that have really made this a successful season.
Josiah's had a huge career for you at Fox Valley Lutheran. Heading into the playoffs, everybody's going to throw their best defense at him. How comfortable are you with the rest of the guys on the floor picking up the slack if he just can't get his shot off some night?
You know, we found that against Denmark early in the year where they were throwing multiple defenses at him, big defenders at him, putting a little bit bigger size on him. And in the second half, he made the adjustment from getting to the rim to kicking out to teammates, and we had different teammates hitting shots all night long. And so he is able to adjust his game based on how teams are playing him as well, and he has trust in his teammates that they're going to get the job done.
You are stepping up tonight against a Division I opponent out of the Fox Valley Association. Does this help you heading into the playoffs? Is that kind of why we're playing a non-conference game this late in the year?
Yeah, this is actually a rescheduled game from December that we changed due to COVID, and so it's interesting because conference it's a non-conference game. Seedings are all taken care of, and so it's just kind of an interesting time. Not quite sure what it's going to be, but definitely a good tune-up because we know Appleton West is going to be very athletic. They're going to be bigger than we are, and so we have to go out and execute tonight.
What do you expect out of the Terrors?
You know, they're going to do everything they can to try and get to the rim, and so we have to make sure that we close up those gaps and defend and impact every look that they get.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight and in the playoffs, too.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, starting lineups. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
And joining us now on the pregame show is Gage Maney, head coach of Appleton West Terrors. And Coach, tough season, but you do end up actually with a home game in the playoffs. Were you surprised at all by that when the seedings came out?
Just a little bit. I think everybody that we talked to has got some questions about how the seeding process actually worked. And it just, I mean, you can look across the bracket. There's just some questions. So we're excited for our guys and we're excited for our school and our community, but so we'll take it.
Taking a look at the bracket, what do you think? Get a win in the first round and maybe surprise somebody later on?
Maybe. I mean, we played Oshkosh West twice now, so they're who we're actually hosting, and we've lost both of those games. Both of them were competitive games for us, but hopefully we can pull one out. So it's always tough to play FVA school 3 times, and you just get so used to each other.
All right, so let's skip to tonight's action. Non-conference game this late in the season against Fox Valley Lutheran. I know it's a makeup from a game that was canceled earlier in the year, but what benefit does that provide you heading into the playoffs?
I mean, FEL is a really, really good team. So, I mean, it kind of gets us in that mindset like we have to compete to win games. And, I mean, they've had a tremendous season this year, and I mean, Coach Wendland's doing a phenomenal job over there. So, I mean, I think it just kind of helps us prepare for the playoffs by giving us really, really quality games to end the season.
This is the last time we're going to have you on the video stream for this year. So if you could talk a little bit about your senior class and what they've meant to Appleton West basketball.
Yeah, I mean, our senior class, we have 2 guys, Caden Myers and Isaac Grunman, who have been the epitome of what a program kid is. They have 4 years in the program. They've been dedicated to what we've done. I mean, they've kind of ridden through the ups and the downs of the program over the last 4 years. And I mean, this year it's never easy to come in your last year and have a new voice kind of leading the program. And I mean, these guys have stepped up and they've done everything we've asked them to do, and they've really embraced that leadership part of it. And I mean, Isaac Grunman has played. He probably leads us in minutes played per game, and I mean, he just does all the little things. He's a kid that we're definitely going to miss, but he is again the textbook version of somebody that you want as a program kid. And then Caden Myers is another kid that is extremely talented, has put the work in, and he's a kid that you tell him to do something, he's going to do it. And overall over this year, his game has developed and his mentality has developed more than anything. But I mean, it's going to be a big loss for us, but they're 2 kids that we want to model for what it looks like to be a part of a program and start to finish. So we'll miss them.
Do you think you've established a baseline here from which Appleton West basketball can build now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just the growth that our guys have shown, this year has been tremendous. I mean, we put a huge emphasis on the academic piece, and from last year to this year, we've seen GPA increases, and we saw in-class attendance increase significantly. And the bigger thing is that we have kids that are committed to what we're doing, and it starts with Caden and Isaac as examples. But I mean, all through the levels from our varsity guys all the way down to our freshman guys, there is a baseline, and our kind of motto is that seek excellence first, and success will follow. And that's in our core values, and that's in all the language that we use. And that's where we started off, and that's how we're going to try to finish it.
You have a big challenge ahead of you tonight with Josiah Butler coming in with Fox Valley Lutheran, one of the top scorers in the area, one of the top players in the state. What is your strategy to try to keep him at least under control? Because you're not going to shut him down, but how do you keep him under control?
I mean, obviously Josiah is an exceptional talent, and I've known his dad, and I've known Josiah for quite a few years now. And to see him from where he started as a younger guy to where he's at now is just, I mean, again, he's a kid that's put the work in, and it's really, really showing. If I gave you a full answer, I'd probably be lying. But with Josiah, you just kind of defend it as best as you can. That sticks with what you guys do as a program, and throw a little bit of whatever you kind of can at Josiah. But our hope is to contain him and try to make the rest of them try to pick up the slack if we can.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight and in the playoffs as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Fox's head coach, Jay Wendland. You're watching the pregame show for the Fox Communities Credit Union Video Stream Game of the Week.
As our students become young adults and follow their own unique paths, they all still have one thing in common: the need for banking to keep up with the pace of their lives. Our online account opening and integrated mobile services are designed with that in mind. And a $200 bonus for opening a qualifying new checking account makes East Wisconsin Savings Bank perfect for the next step in life.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Look. Good evening and welcome to the Good evening and welcome to the Fox Communities Credit Union Video Stream Game of the Week. I'm Jonathan Kraus. Gary Berlowski working camera and doing production work tonight for us here on the stream. Tonight's matchup, a tale of 2 teams that have had very different seasons. For Appleton West, it's been a struggle. They're currently in last place in the Fox Valley Association. Meanwhile, Fox Valley Lutheran, their opponent tonight here in a non-conference matchup, is the winner of the Northeastern Conference already and a #1 seed heading into the WIAA playoffs. One treat we're going to have for you tonight is Josiah Butler. He is a star guard for the Foxes, averaging 24.3 points per game. So that'll be a considerable challenge for Appleton West tonight. Stay tuned. We'll hear from both of the coaches coming up next. You're watching the pregame show for the Fox Communities Credit Union Video Stream Game of the Week.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Good evening and welcome back to the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week. I'm Jonathan Kraus, joined by Gary Brolowski tonight, and we are at Emmanuel Gym at Appleton West High School, where the Terrors are getting ready to take on the Foxes of Fox Valley Lutheran. Let's get into tonight's starting lineups right away while we have a chance. First off, for FVL, they'll be starting, as you can see, at guard Josiah Butler, one of the top scorers in the area. Butler averaging 24.5 points per contest coming into tonight's game. Drew Mears with 8.5 on an average night. Nicholas Kraftsink getting a rare start tonight. He averages 6.1 points per game. Jackson Poppendorf also in the starting lineup tonight at 8.3 points per game, and Jonah Schmitz, a senior, getting a start tonight. He averages just 2.3 points per contest. As for Appleton West, they'll be starting Mikhail Harmison at one of the guard positions. He is their leading scorer for the Terrors at 12.1 points per game. Caden Myers, second on the team with 11.3 points per contest. Ezra Brown comes in with 10 points per game. Wilmani Hooper averages 7.5. And Isaac Grunman, a senior, also getting a start tonight. He averages 6.1 points per game. As I mentioned in our stand-up, these are two teams whose seasons have gone in very different directions. Fox Valley Lutheran has won 8 of its last 10, and overall on the season is 19-3. They finished 16-1 in the Northeastern Conference, and they are the conference champions. Meanwhile, for Appleton West, they have lost 9 of their last 10. That lone win over Hortonville, their only win in Fox Valley Association play this year, 73-66 a couple of weeks ago. Appleton West is 3-19 on the year, 1-16 in the Fox Valley Association. So, Gary, when you have a team that has been struggling, playing a team that is almost at the top of its game, what will Appleton West have to do tonight to stay in this one?
Well, I think what Coach Meady talked about in your interview with them is sort of approach this like almost a playoff game to get ready for your game next week, the game they're going to host. Obviously, you got a team very talented in Fox Valley Lutheran, one of the premier players in our area in Josiah Butler. So you're going to see a team with excellent offense, great defense, and a star on their team. I think if you're the Foxes right now is just, take this game as, really a lead into the playoffs next week. Not sure how, but somehow they got a home game. So, take advantage of that. And, you're going to be one of the, again, they're used to tough competition. So tonight's not going to be any different with the schedule they face in the FVA. Fox Valley Lutheran, another talented team and another, almost another FVA game for the Terrors tonight.
The matchup that Appleton West is looking at in the first round of the boys' playoffs starting on Tuesday, March 1st, is Oshkosh West coming here to take on the Terrors. And it should be pointed out that Appleton West beat Oshkosh West both times the two teams played this season. So Oshkosh West will have to pull off a third win on the road if they want to advance. By the way, the winner of that one, maybe you don't want to win, you take on number 1 in the state, Neenah.
Yeah, so that's your your congratulations gift is a rematch against, as you said, the top-ranked team in the state and a team that is firing on all cylinders right now.
Now, to be honest, no coach is going to go into the playoffs and say, you know what, I really don't want to face Neenah in the next round. Let's try not to win. They are definitely going to try to win that first round game. Why don't we take another break while they play the anthem here. When we come back, we'll be ready for the opening tip. You are watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week. Back in just a bit.
Wisconsin Savings Bank.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong, our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
He usually does older gentlemen, a lot of the Appleton West Appleton East games.
So,
But not the lake is working.
not exactly sure.
It worked for the JV game.
It did.
That's what's odd.
So I don't know if the battery died in the microphone or what the deal is. Now, this is where if everyone was able to do so, we would just be singing a cappella. Someone would
East
start, we'd all join in,
Wisconsin Savings
beautiful.
Bank.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a more
Instead, we're all just standing and sitting around waiting for somebody else to do something on the anthem. Now we have more athletic department people rushing in to try and figure out what's going on. Oh, man. All right, so while we have a chance, and Gary, why don't you let me know if they ever get that thing fixed over there.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
Let's talk about some of the boys brackets that came out over the weekend. As I mentioned, Neenah's the #1 seed. They'll get the winner of Appleton West and Oshkosh West coming up a week from tomorrow. Appleton North is an 8 seed. They'll play host to Stevens Point. Kimberly is a 5 seed in Division I. They will be at home against Eau Claire North. Appleton East is a 3 seed for boys. They will host Chippewa Falls. On the opposite side of the bracket, Kaukauna is an 8 seed. They will host the Mighty Bayport Pirates in the first round, or second round actually. Fond du Lac, a 16 seed. They'll host Sheboygan South in a play-in game, basically. De Pere is #2 in the bracket. Green Bay Preble is a 13 seed. They will host. They will travel to take on Milwaukee King. Switching over to Division II, Fox Valley Lutheran is a 1 seed. They will take on the winner of either Wausau East or Lakeland. That game will be played next Tuesday, and then the winner advances to take on FVL on Friday, March 4th. New London is a 5 seed. They would be next up, more than likely, for Fox Valley Lutheran, either them or Medford. Shawano, a 3 seed. They get a first-round bye. They'll take on the winner of Antigo and Rhinelander. Opposite side of the D2 bracket, Notre Dame is the #1 seed. They'll take on the winner of Green Bay West and Pulaski. That's coming up on Tuesday. Oshkosh North is the 4 seed, and they're in Division II. Oshkosh North is a D2 school now. They'll play host to Seymour coming up next Friday. West De Pere. Well, apparently we're just going to play ball.
It looks like it.
No introductions,
I doubt we'll have any
no
starting lineup.
anthem. We're just going to get it on. Old school basketball.
Yes.
Although I think we would still prefer. It looks like, Gary, we've lost our clock for. There we go. A attachment had come loose. So it's Appleton West in their home whites, Fox Valley Lutheran in the road maroons. And to jump center, it'll be Myers for Appleton West and Kraftzink for the Foxes. And the ball is controlled by Fox Valley Lutheran, and Butler will bring it across the timeline. Struggling to gain the handle here on the start. Appleton West bench trying to get into it here early, as again, their team would be a decided underdog tonight. Butler attacking from the corners. Mears can't hit, but a foul will be called. And they're going to get Mikhail Harmison with the foul on the first possession. And to the line will go Mears to shoot 2.
Yeah, it looked like Harmison just caught Mears coming down on the side of the head. That's what the official in front of us was pointing, that he just grazed his head. So Mears shooting 2, converts on the first.
Second free throw, that one's short. And West will have their first offensive possession of the night. Into the front court, Grundman, again the senior, getting the start on senior night here at West. Out high for Hooper. Now they swing it near side. Myers gets into the lane, can't hit, and Butler skies for the rebound. See how long it takes Butler to get cooking here tonight, as they're probably going to throw everybody at him. He'll drive and has it rejected from behind by Hooper. Myers up ahead, long lead pass, trying to get to the basket for the layup, and scoring for the first time tonight is Mikhail Harmison.
I think if you're the Foxes, that's exactly what you want to do. The transition basketball, beat FVL down the court for the easy layup.
So Appleton West up early here. Kick it out, Butler faking the 3. Should be an interesting defensive matchup if Hooper runs with him all night. Out of the corner, 3 ball, no good. And the rebound is ripped away underneath. New possession for the Foxes, as it was Kraftzink who got in and stole the rebound away from Harmison. Kraftzink again. Nice backdoor cut, easy layup for 2 for Jonah Schmitz.
Yeah, nice cut by Schmitz using the left hand, and the well-executed offense there after they literally stole one away from Appleton West after they had the rebound and taken away.
Meyer has it. Now top. First touch on the night for Ezra Brown. Hooper, Euro stepping in, and he scores. So Bomani Hooper puts the Terrors back on top.
Yeah, Hooper with the assignment on Butler. So far doing a nice job early on.
Yeah, he's going to sleep well tonight. Too bad it's a school night for him. And now Mears pounds a dribble out high. Kraftzink back out for Mears. He'll spot up for 3 and hit. Drew Mears now with 4 on the night. And we're tied at Fox Valley Lutheran takes the lead, 6-4. Hooper into the far side corner there for Grundman. He'll spin in the lane and travel. When the officials had to dodge the ball along the near sideline after it was thrown back to him there. Couldn't make his signal.
Yeah, Grundman just a little bit out of control and shuffled the feet for the traveling violation.
Kraftzink. Kick to the corner, and now back out top for Mears. Kraftzink again. Getting a lot of touches in the offense, and then throws it away, trying to find Hooper on the baseline cut. But stepping in front for the steal is Ezra Brown. Myers' pull-up jumper is good. Myers now with 4 on the night, and we're tied at 6.
Yeah, Myers with a little bit of height advantage and a nice little mid-range jumper.
Appleton West doing a good job here of defensive pressure. Butler sort of double team, forced to kick it out. Mears fakes the 3. A lot of contact here on the perimeter being allowed. Butler has it slapped away again by Hooper. So a block and a steal here for Bomani Hooper in the early going up against Butler. Trying the three from the outside and missing on the mark there was Brown. Near steal by Hooper again, but finally Fox Valley Lutheran retrieves. Poppendorf will bring it across the timeline. Off for Schmitz, and now Krafsink. He spins, forced to kick it out. Three on the way by Poppendorf, no good. Hooper with a rebound. Hey, Coach Gage Mady's got to be happy with this start.
Yeah, definitely.
Butler with no points so far, and his team still tied. Myers. Near side, played there by Grundman. Now off for the top for Harmison. Leading scorer for the Terrors on the year. Hooper from Myers, thought about the three. Nice ball screen there to get free, but Myers can't hit. And the rebound is pulled down by Poppendorf. Mears into the front court. Off of Krafsink. Backs his way in. Trying to attack Mears, kicks it out. Three ball on the way is off, no good. As Mears with the three-point attempt. Hooper into the front court. Off for Harmison. Far side Myers. Hooper, not really an outside shooter, and then throws it away as Mears stepped in front of the pass. 4-on-3 back the other way. Butler on the wing. Crossing over, trying to get around Hooper. Forced to kick a baseline. They swing it around. Schmitz on top for Krafsink. And back out for Mears. They'll reset. Out high for Krafsink again. Butler. His first shot is good. First shot that wasn't blocked, I should say. So his first points on the night. FVL back up 8-6.
Yeah, we're talking about starts. I think the last game you and I did here, Appleton North, at one time was a 26-2 or 26-4 start, and they were never competitive that night.
Harmison the three. That's no good. Butler with a rebound.
Tonight they're playing. They give them all the credit. Playing with a lot of defensive intensity tonight. The bench and crowds into it.
Butler again for three. That one's no good, but there's Krafsink with the offensive rebound. His first points on the night. And FBL with their largest lead. And long lead pass, I'm going to say it's out off of Harmison. I also noticed they've got the PA fixed.
They did.
Maybe we'll get the anthem at halftime.
Yeah, credit Krafsnik in the last possession. Just out-hustled Myers for the offensive rebound, went up high and put it back up. And that's, the little things right there that, instead of a defensive rebound and in a two-point game, you're down by 4.
Some substitutions for Appleton West. Caden Gowdy is in as the three on the way. Left-hander no good by Poppendorf. And here comes Harmison on the push. Also in for West is Evan Fossbender. Three from the corner is good, as fresh off the bench and providing offense is Caden Gowdy. And we'll get a timeout called by Appleton West. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
Talk about instant offense, Jonathan.
That's right. He's like the microwave.
Yeah, Vinnie Johnson.
Just coming in and putting it up. I'd like to tell you about our participating sponsor for tonight, and that is Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Winter sports season is always exciting at Fox Valley Lutheran High School of Appleton. They're proud to support their Foxes. FVL offers a tradition of excellence. Caring teachers, timeless truth, and a state-of-the-art facility make FVL an outstanding choice for those important high school years. To find out more about Fox Valley Lutheran High School, call 739-4441 or look them up on the web at fvlhs.org. Jonathan Kraus and Gary Brolowski with you here tonight on the video stream game of the week. FVL nursing a 1-point lead here coming out of that 30-second timeout by the Terrors. Butler has it. Pounding the dribble, now over Fossbender, back iron no good. Hooper for the rebound. Into the corner, thinking about the three was Brown. Instead he'll penetrate, off for Harmison. Brown again, down the lane, tough shot, spinning no good. There's Fossbender with an offensive rebound, and he scores. Evan Fossbender. 5 points for the Appleton West bench here in the last couple of minutes. And they're back on top. Working with it out high is Adam Lohberger. They kick to the corner. 3 on the way is no good. Attempted there by Isaac Knoll. Long lead pass for Harmison to the glass. Rejected, but a foul will be called by the official out top.
Yeah, that's one thing I think tonight, right now, what we've seen right now and even earlier in the game, if the Foxes have an opportunity to get that transition offense going, they're going to take advantage. And right there, got the rebound, quick outlet pass to Arminson, and he's shooting 2 free throws.
First one, no good.
You know, you throw out the records, Jonathan, and you just look at talent and athleticism, and I think this will be a really good test for FBL as it gets them ready for the playoffs.
Harmison 0 for 2 on the charity stripe. Mears with the rebound, and he'll bring it up. Off for Lohberger, who drives, gets all the way to the hole and scores. First points on the night for Adam Lohberger. And FBL pushes back out in front. Hooper out for Brown. And now back for Harmison. Up top for Gowdy. Brown will try the 3 and hit, or the jumper rather. So Ezra Brown, his first points on the night. And the Terrors go back on top as we got the seesaw going here. Butler off for Mears. Swinging far side, played there again by Knoll. Back out for Mears and to Knoll and Butler. Butler with a spin move, off for Knoll again. Now Butler gets by his man this time, hangs in the lane, shot partially blocked and still goes. Butler wanted to foul there, looked like it was all ball, but still managed to somehow get it in.
Yeah, showing his strength there to get it up to the rim and gets the friendly roll.
The ability to hang as well, because the ball was knocked away while he was in the air to recover. Shot blocked there, is getting a hand on it was Mears. He brings it into the front court. Kicks back for Poppendorf, and now to Mears again. Out high for Lohberger. He tries the 3, that's no good. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Brown pushes into the front court. Off for Harmison. Back for Lowry, or excuse me, Gowdy. Brown attacking from the wing. Goes up against Butler and scores. 5 now on the night for Ezra Brown. And a foul is whistled out front. That is going to go against Caden Gowdy, his first. Second team foul.
Certainly got to give credit to Appleton West and the intensity they're showing tonight. You know, for a team, only 1 FVA win, 3 and 16 overall. They've come out with a lot of intensity on the defensive end. The bench is into it. The student section, which you can see behind Butler's into it. That's what you like to see. A team not giving up, even though they've had a rough year.
Hand it back to Butler. It goes in. Foul will be called. See which one they get. A couple of guys were challenging at the basket. They're going to give it to Gowdy. So that's his second. Third team foul, and that'll send Josiah Butler to the line for the first time tonight. He is a 75% free throw shooter. He's attempted 136 free throws this year. That's a lot.
That is. Because he's not afraid to take it to the rim.
First free throw, good. Substitutions now as Gowdy and Brown will check out. Returning to the game, Harmison, and also in Grundman again. Second free throw. That one rims out. And Myers skies for the rebound. So 1 of 2. And FBL pulls back even. Something that Hooper might want to work on in the offseason is outside shooting, because they really slough off on him. And then a steal. As Krafser got a hand on it. Butler will challenge, gets to the rim, can't hit, gets his own rebound though, loose along the baseline. Able to kick it back out for Mears. Gets into the lane, near side, Krafser. And now back out top from, check that. That is Knoll with it. Out for Butler. Tough jumper there with a hand in his face, can't hit. Good challenge on the defensive end by Grundman. Pushing into the front court is E.J. Holt, who checked in on the last dead ball. Off for Grundman. He goes down the lane, throws one off a glass. That's no good. Fights for the rebound, though, and gets it. Myers, nice little dump down pass. Layup good by Holt. E.J. Holt, his first points on the night, and West pushes back out in front by 2. Knoll has it. Kraftsink, and now far side, played there and passing it wildly and out of bounds is Reagan Walker with the turnover. Substitution is Ezra Brown will return for West, and checking will be Bomani Hooper. Caden Myers is going to play a little point center, bringing it up. Excuse me, forward. Nobody's the center anymore. My apologies. Myers now in the corner. Up top for Holt. Going to the corner for Grundman. And now back for Brown. He'll reset the offense. Brown gets to the basket. Shot no good, though, as a slight challenge there by Butler as he went to the hole. Now Butler into the front court. He'll hand it off. And he'll swing it up to the top. Played there by Walker. Give it off for Kraftsink. Back for Walker. Looking to drive Poppendorf, forced to kick it out. Knoll try the 3 and hit. Isaac Knoll, first points on the night. FVL back out in front, and I guess they're going to grant Fox Valley Lutheran a timeout, even though the ball was in play. So we'll take one as well. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
As our students become young adults and follow their own unique paths, they all still have one thing in common: the need for banking to keep up with the pace of their lives. Our online account opening and integrated mobile services are designed with that in mind. And a $200 bonus for opening a qualifying new checking account makes East Wisconsin Savings Bank perfect for the next step in life.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Tries to go reverse layup. It gets rejected. He rejected himself on the bottom of the backboard. Looked like he could have gone in for the standard layup there.
Yeah, I think he was. I don't know. That's what I thought too. I thought that left side of the hoop was wide open, but earlier in the game he had made a reverse layup, and I thought he could do the same thing, but it was denied.
Yeah, Kraftsink was coming in to challenge, but I think he would have been able to use the basket as a guard, if you will. And now a near steal out top as Harmison got a hand on it. Kicking out in the corner, and the 3 by Lohberger is no good. And here comes Appleton West again with Meyer bringing it across. Into the corner, Harmison spot up 3 is good. Goes to the floor, but no foul is called. Harmison, his first points on the night. And it is Appleton West pushing back out on top.
Yeah, Harmison can definitely fill it up from beyond the three-pointer. And again, nice defense, creating problems for FEL to run their offense.
Keeping it away from Butler by pressuring everybody else on the floor. That shot is no good as Lohberger can't hit again. Meyer into the front court. He'll take it himself, throws one up wild, but a foul will be called. I think they're going to get the reach here on Butler, yep.
Yeah, I think if you're FVL, Jonathan, I think you got to settle down, do a little better job running your offense. They can settle for that three-point shot just about any time. They've been really quick getting that penetration in the first look they've been putting up. Make the Terrors work a little harder on defense.
But that's one of the things pressure defense does, is speeds you up, and you think, oh, I'm open, I got to shoot while I can. Caden Myers makes his first. He's got 5 on the night.
That's exactly what's happening for FEL's offense. They're taking that first clean look.
Substitution, Harmison out, Brown returns. Bobani Jones also checking back in. Excuse me, Bobani Hooper. I didn't do that the last time we had a game, but as soon as I say Bobani, Jones wants to jump out. Second free throw also good for Myers. And this is the largest lead of the night for the Terrors at 4 points. Noel out high, comes to Kraftsink. Feed into the post, Butler trying to spin away from the double team. Nice defense by Hooper again, and the rebound comes free to Fossbender. Brown will push the pace into the front court. Terrors continue to play with a lot of confidence here for a 3-16 team. Picking up the dribble into the corner now for Myers. He'll look to attack. Now into the corner for Fossbender. Fossbender back out for Brown. Fox is extending their man-to-man defense. Hooper will try the three, and that's back iron, no good. Loose though, and Fossbender hustles for the rebound. Challenging Brown, no good, but a shot foul will be called. I think they're going to get Lohberger on that one. That is his third team foul, and that will send Ezra Brown to the line to shoot 2 for the first time tonight.
I said a nice night early on here in the first half for Ezra.
He is a 68% free throw shooter and makes the first. He now has 5 on the night. Fossbender will check out. Myers returns. Second free throw, good as well. And Appleton West now with their new largest lead of the night at 6. Butler into the front court. Off for Kraftsink. Lohberger was open, didn't hit him on the cut. Back for Butler. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, off back iron. Myers with the rebound. Now he'll hold it out high as West will set up the offense. We're going 4 corners. Fond du Lac, Oshkosh West. Flashbacks? No. Instead, they'll work the perimeter. Brown thought about the 3, now gets into the paint, kicks it back out, and they'll reset again high on the left. Double ball screen, doesn't use either of them though. Hooper got away with a walk there and misses on the shot. Kraftsink with the rebound, gets it off to Brown while going down. Kick out, Mears back in the game for the Foxes. Kraftsink has it on the left. Tries to attack Myers, the taller player, keeps his feet, but Kraftsink's able to hit the lefty's hook.
Yeah, nice use of the left hand. You don't see that as often as you used to, and Kraftsink did a nice job going from right to left and creating that little separation. That's a beautiful move.
We've joked in the past that if any post player watched Kevin McHale videos and imitated him in a game, he'd be unstoppable. Unstoppable. Nobody knows how to defend those moves anymore. Harmison off for Myers. Of course, if McHale played today, they'd have him on the perimeter shooting 3-pointers.
I probably would.
Brown now. 2 old men talking hoops here tonight. Steal, as Butler got a hand on it. He gets the return pass, layup good. He now has 7 on the night, leading scorer for the Foxes, and they've got a little offensive run going here to cut the lead to 2. Myers dribbles it off his own foot, they say. Thinks he may have taken one in the face there. Looking like a guy that just took a high stick in hockey.
Yeah.
Is there blood? Is there blood? Quick substitution and the ball back in here already as Holt returned for Appleton West. This crew is in a hurry here tonight. Not many whistles and getting the ball in quickly. Lohberger. Tough pass there to Kraftsink, who's got nowhere to go. Kicks it back out. Left-handed jumper on the baseline by Poppendorf is no good, and here comes Hooper again in the front court. Holt has it tipped away from him, and they'll say it'll stay with the Terrors. Man, we're already down to a minute 16 in this half. I like this.
Rapid first half.
Yeah.
Like 16 fouls between both teams. A couple of 30-second timeouts.
Yep. If we hadn't waited 5 minutes for no anthem to happen, we'd already be in halftime. Inbounds comes to Brown. Back out for Holt. And now Harmison. Myers. Into Hooper, he'll attack and dribble out of bounds. Turnover West. Good job by Butler there, using the end line as another defender. He'll walk it across. Krapsink finds Lohberger down the lane. Left-hand layup is no good though, and Harmison with a rebound. Pushing it ahead, Brown, he'll take it strong to the glass and hit. Ezra Brown now with 8. Terrors back up by 4. Butler into the front court. He'll hand it off for Mears. 35 to go here. Krapsink off for Butler again. Works off the ball screen, double teamed. Steps away from it and hits. Not really a lot of defense for that right there.
See if Appleton West holds for one. 18 seconds to go, I would imagine.
Probably will. I mean, Coach Meady's got to be ecstatic right now.
Couldn't have drawn up any better.
No. And he's got to be real proud of the way his kids have competed here. Myers for 3. That's off, no good. Mears with the rebound with 3 to play. Tries to throw it off somebody. Butler will baseball it down and miss. So that's our score at the half, 26-24. Appleton West on top. We'll take a couple-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you individual scoring. Also talk a little bit about additional boys bracketology. We'll get into the girls brackets as well. They get underway tomorrow with the state WIAA playoffs. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
As our students become young adults and follow their own unique paths, they all still have one thing in common: the need for banking to keep up with the pace of their lives. Our online account opening and integrated mobile services are designed with that in mind. And a $200 bonus for opening a qualifying new checking account makes East Wisconsin Savings Bank perfect for the next step in life.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Fox Valley Lutheran's beautiful North Appleton campus is home to quality Christian education for all students, whether college-bound or interested in trades. Is tuition an issue? The Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and FVL tuition assistance application windows are now open. To find out more about these programs or FVL itself, contact them at 739-4441 or visit them on the web at fblhs.org. Jonathan Kraus, Gary Berlowski with you here tonight at Emmanuel Gym. Appleton West High School, where the Terrors have a 26-24 lead over Fox Valley Lutheran. FBL, by the way, is not ranked in the top 10 in terms of Division II schools in the state, but they are the Northeastern Conference champions already, clinching that last week, and they're a number 1 seed in the Division II bracket. So for Appleton West, this has been a fantastic first half effort.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think Coach Meady could have drawn up any better. I think what helped is, they got off to a fast start. The defensive intensity was there, and I think if that's one message, win or lose, even what happens here in the second half, we'll find out shortly. But I think what Coach Meady can now take into next week's playoff game is the defensive intensity that they showed here in the first half. I mean, Butler's had, I don't know how many points he's had, but he's earned every one of them.
That's right.
And it's just been strict man-to-man defense. They brought numerous guys at him. Like you said, they're trying to play a little faster. I think FVL, the one thing I think the coach will be talking about at halftime, Coach Wetland, is patience. Got to be a lot more patient on offense. Work for a better shot. Yeah, you're gonna get the open three pretty much any time you want, but let's try to get some layups. Let's try to get it into the big man a little more. But yeah, for Appleton West, I think this is just the perfect game now. I think you sort of have the blueprint of what they need to do to try to be successful for that first playoff game, because after that we know the test. Nina will be in the horizon, but this is for a lot of teams at this point of the year, Jonathan, if you're 3-16, 1-win team, a new coach, they could have thrown in the towel already, get ready for whatever spring sports coming up. But this is a lot of intensity. The bench is into it, what you'd love to see. The student section is into it. The crowd's into it. So yeah, credit Appleton West. They've outworked FVL. They played a little more intensity, and they've deservedly have a 2-point halftime lead.
Let's run through some individual scoring from the first half. For the Foxes, they were led by Josiah Butler with 9 points at the break. Drew Mears has 4. Nicholas Krafsink, who's getting a start tonight, usually he's a bench player, with 4 points for the Foxes. Isaac Knoll with 3, Jonah Schmitz with 2 points, and Adam Lohberger with 2 points as well. Nobody on Fox Valley Lutheran with more than 1 foul as we head into the second half. As for Appleton West, they are being led by Ezra Brown with 8 points so far tonight. Caden Myers has 6. Caden Gowdy has 5 points so far tonight. Mikhail Harmison with 3. EJ Holt with 2. Bomani Hooper with 2. And Evan Fossbender has 2 points for the Terrors as well. Caden Gowdy, the only player on West with more than 1 foul. He has 2 here at the break. We got into, while we were in our anthem delay to start the game, some of the brackets. Taking a look at Division III, Brilliant is the number 1 seed in their regional. They will face the winner of Chilton and Oostburg, which will be played on Tuesday of next week. Denmark is a 5 seed. They'll play host to Two Rivers. New Holstein's a 13 seed. They travel to Southern Door in the first round. Meanwhile, the number 4 seed in the top half of the bracket is Appleton Xavier. They will play host to Tomahawk next Tuesday. Clintonville is home against Amherst in an 8-9 matchup. Wrightstown is an 11 seed. They will travel to Menominee Indian. Little Chute is the 7 seed. They will host Wapaka coming up on Tuesday of next week. I have not heard an update on their star who got hurt there in the game that we were doing with Dick Napinski a couple of weeks ago. Meanwhile, Freedom is the number 2 seed in their regional. They have a first-round bye and will take on the winner of Little Chute and Wapaka. Also in Division III, Winneconne is a 9 seed. They'll travel to Watertown Luther Prep. Watoma is a 5. They'll host Ripon in the first round. Omro is a 6 seed. They'll be home against Elmira. North Fond du Lac is the 7 seed. They'll play host to number 10 Berlin. In Division 4, Iola Scandinavia is a number 1 seed in their regional. They'll get the winner of Markesan and Princeton Green Lake. Waiwega Fremont is a 7 seed. They will host Nakusa. Oconto is the 8 seed. They're home against Manitowoc Lutheran in the first round. Manawa is a 5. They play host to Mishicot. St. Mary Catholic is a 3 seed. They get a first-round bye and will take on either Crandon or Crivets in the second round, the regional semifinal. Stockton is a 7 seed. They will play host to Algoma. Also in Division 4, Winnebago Lutheran Academy is a 4 seed. They'll be at home against Dodgeland in the first round. Meanwhile, St. Mary's Springs out of Fond du Lac is a 2 seed, and they get a first round bye. In Division 5, Oneida Nation is an 8 seed. They will be home against Gillett next Tuesday. Tigerton will travel to Columbus Catholic as a 15 seed. Wild Rose is a 10 seed. They will travel to Gresham. On the bottom half of the Division 5 bracket, defending state champion Lourdes Academy is a 5 seed. They'll go up against Stockbridge in the first round. Hilbert is a 13 seed. They travel down to Oakfield in the first round. Valley Christian will be on the road as a 14 seed against Eustisford. And Green Bay NEW Lutheran Providence Academy of Green Bay is a 6 seed. They will host Eastbrook Academy in a first round game. The farther we get along here with schools getting smaller and smaller and more co-op teams, the names get more and more difficult. Gaelectric Trempolo always used to be a good one. G-E-T, get. We're just a couple seconds away here from second half action at Emmanuel Gym. And the possession arrow is not on the scoreboard. So you tell who it is. I think it's going to be Appleton West ball coming out. It's a little bit of a throwback doing games here. This is one of the few gyms that does not have a scoreboard with the current players in the game, their point totals, or their fouls. And the other weird thing is as soon as the game is done, they turn the whole thing off. So you better write that score down fast.
Yeah, if you don't, you're in trouble. Like in the JV game, it was like within 15 seconds.
Yes, I will be sure to jot down that final score, believe me. So here come the Terrors, working with a 2-point lead here to start. Shot on the way is good as a three-pointer by Grundman goes. His first from behind the arc, first points on the night as well. And just like that, the Terrors are back up by 5. Tough post feed there. Back out for Kraftsink and out for Butler. Penetrating, hanging, shooting, but missing was Poppendorf. And here comes Brown into the front court for West. Out for Myers and out for Hooper. Back out top for Brown. Myers. Hooper. Here's that patience you like to see out of Appleton West. Hooper again. Working a little 3-man triangle game on this side. Myers will try the 3 and hit. Caden Myers now with 9 on the night. And just like that, it's up to an 8-point lead, largest of the night for Appleton West.
Yeah, what a start for the Terrors. Back-to-back three-pointers to open up the second half.
Kick out to Mears. Comes near side for Poppendorf. Back for Brown. He'll attack and hit. Butler, I should say. Butler with his first points of the second half, 11 overall. And the deficit is back down to 6. Hooper out top for Harmison. Far side Brown. Works off the ball screen. Grundman. Back for Brown. Hooper. Harmison thought about the 3. Instead, he'll give it to Myers. Into the corner, Brown. Back out for Hooper. Harmison will try the spot up 3 and hit.
Wow.
Mikhail Harmison now with 6. And a 9-point lead, largest of the night for the Terrors.
3 for 3 from 3 to start the second half. Talk about starting fast again.
Yep. Kick as Harmison got a foot on that attempted pass to the post. Mears will trigger in.
And what was nice has been nice about the offense for the Terrors. They've been, running it and getting that open look.
Poppendorf passes on the 3 out for Butler. You just wait for him to start going off.
Yeah.
Creating his own, if you will.
I think he's got a mismatch if he wants.
He does. Myers, and now Mears and Brown were fighting in the low post, and they're going to get Brown with the, oh no.
Number 10, Grundman, I believe.
Oh, Grundman, okay.
Yeah, he was a little height disadvantage on Kraftsnik and got called for the hold.
I thought it was the other off-the-ball battle that was going on. Poppendorf for Butler. Butler, Euro step, throws one up, can't hit. Great defense by Hooper. Here comes Myers into the front court. Kick it corner, Harmison, three again, is good. He's now got 9. And it's a 12-point Appleton West lead, and they are jacked up here at Emmanuel Gym. Timeout called by the Foxes. We'll take one as well. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Wisconsin Savings Bank.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Obviously, we don't have odds for high school basketball, but I would have probably made Appleton or Fox Valley Lutheran a double-digit favorite heading into this game. They currently trail by 12. And then quickly off the bench is Poppendorf hitting the three. So right out of the timeout, instant offense for Fox Valley Lutheran. His first points on the night. Hooper drives and is fouled. So he'll get a chance to shoot 2 at the stripe. Hooper so far tonight has just 2 points, first trip to the line. On the season, a 47% free throw shooter. First one no good. Back to the line, second free throw, spins out. Empty trip for the Terrors, and the lead remains at 9. Butler off the ball screen. Tries to attack, triple team, kicks it off for Poppendorf again. Out high for now for Mears. Directs a little traffic, Krafzink on the left elbow. Spins into the lane, Myers has him cut off there. Back to Butler. Double teamed in the lane, back out for Poppendorf. He'll try, going left hand, no good. Myers with a rebound. Lead pass, Grunman. He'll attack out of the corner and rolls out. Ball loose, Hooper stepped on the sideline, and it'll go over to Fox Valley Lutheran. Apparently the rule here tonight is that the head coaches cannot, or are allowed to not wear their masks. Currently doing the chin diaper thing on both sides. Butler will bring it in the front court. Long Euro step. They're going to say it's on the floor. And that's on Caden Gowdy, his third. So he was in the game for all of 3 seconds and picked up his third foul guarding Butler. Mears lobs it in. Krafzink off for Poppendorf. Into the corner, Lohberger feeds Butler. 3 guys with their eyes on him every time he touches it now. Mears out high. Krafzink down the lane, gets Myers in the air, slapped away as getting a hand on it from the side was Gowdy. And then the lead pass is thrown away.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to do with if you're the Terrors right now. You've got yourself a nice lead, you're playing a great defense. Don't want to have those, silly turnovers just like that.
We really didn't see a lot of turnovers from either team
No,
in the
not
first
at all.
half. Butler, spot up three is good. He now has 14, lead down to 6. Myers tries to fix the answer on the 3, hangs, can't hit, ball tipped, Hooper with the score. He now has 4, lead back up to 8. Butler, he's going to start taking over here, I think. Foul on the drive. And that is going to be Caden Gowdy's 4th foul. Trying to think of a guy who was instant fouling off the bench instead of instant offense. Butler to the line to shoot 2, or so far tonight he's 1 of 2 when he makes the first.
Well, the funny thing is, I think within 10 seconds in his first appearance off the bench, he nailed that baseline three-pointer.
Yeah.
Cold. So he scored right away, but he's also fouled right away.
Tough defensive assignment, though. He's been the backup here to cover Butler, who makes the 2nd free throw and now moves to 16 points on the night. Lead back down to 6. Myers 4, E.J. Holt, and now into the corner for Hooper. Grundman back for Brown. And Hooper again for Holt. And Myers. And Brown. And Grundman. Myers again, open for 3, is good. The Terrors have come out red hot from downtown here in the second half and have rebuilt their lead to 9. Just checking out to see how long a timeout we're looking at here. This is going to be a 30, and that will give us an opportunity to tell you about one of tonight's participating sponsors, and that is Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Winter sports season is always exciting at Fox Valley Lutheran High. They are proud to support their Foxes. FVL offers a tradition of excellence. Caring teachers, timeless truth, and a state-of-the-art facility make FVL an outstanding choice for those important high school years. To find out more about Fox Valley Lutheran High School, call 739-4441 or look them up on the web at fvlhs.org. The basketball team for the Foxes finding itself down by 9 here. With 12:39 left to go in the second half. Josiah Butler with 16 points so far tonight, averages 25.4 on the season. Tough defense, gets away from Holt, splits the entire West defense, can't score, but a foul will be called. Definitely running 5 guys at him. That one whistled on Ezra Brown, his first. 4th team foul for the Terrors in the half. Butler back to the line. Makes the first. Offers from St. Cloud State and Winona State, but I did not see any confirmation yet that he will be attending one of those schools. 2nd free throw, good as well. So he's now up to 18 on the night. And the Foxes draw within 7. Check that with Barry Look. As Hooper scores again, getting inside. Not really an offensive threat, but he's got 7 so far tonight. Need to get the score corrected here. There we go, 9-point lead for the Terrors, and now that's tipped out of bounds by Loberg, or by Krafzink, out of bounds. Terrors a chance to build on the lead. Brown will walk it up. Grundman out high, Harmison, and now Holt out top for Hooper. Off for Brown again. Brown, nice spin move, dump down. Hooper goes baseline again and is fouled. Bomani Hooper looking for a shot tonight. Also drawing the tough defensive assignment of guarding Josiah Butler, so he's feeling it.
Yeah, he's had a solid all-around game tonight for Hooper.
Foul whistled on Krafzink, his first. 2nd team foul on the Foxes. This is where Hooper needs to work on his game a little bit. Makes his first free throw of the night. Now he's 1 of 3. Substitution as Loberg returns. Krafzink will check out. Hooper back to the line, looking to build on a 10-point lead, and that one is short, no good. Rebound pulled down by Butler. Long lead pass, and Norb with a shot that's no good, and quickly the offensive rebound, though, and underneath Mears a layup. So Loberger, let's check that Poppendorf was able to get the offensive rebound off to Mears. He now has 6 on the night. The lead is down to 8. Drumming over for Brown. Hooper. Holt. Spies are letting the 2 hands touch, and now a charge will be called underneath. No, maybe not.
The offensive.
Well, the official here who called it on the outside was just pointing the opposite way, so I think it was just a turnover on Appleton West. This is, I gotta let everyone in on a little secret here. I can't see the baseline because Appleton West has put up these banners of the seniors right in front of where we usually are. And in our position, I can't see the baseline.
Yeah,
so.
same for the camera. It's the one area, sorry about that.
Turnaround jumper, Butler's good. Question is, how many can he go for tonight? Trying to bring the Foxes back. Brown, Harmison, red hot from 3. That one's off no good, though. First miss from behind the arc of the second half by West. Brown, nice crossover, sheds his man, but can't hit the 3. Butler with a rebound. Butler spot up 3 against Myers is good. Look out. We've seen this show before. Leads down to 3. Brown into the front court. Over for Holt. And now Myers. He'll try the long 3. That is short, no good, but hustling for the rebound is Harmison and throws it away. As Lohberger got a hand on it. Now a foul will be called. And I think they're going to get Butler on a reach. That is his 2nd on the night. Just the 3rd team foul so far here on Fox Valley Lutheran. Hooper returns, and Brown will check out. So the red-hot start from behind 3-point range. Terror's now cooling off as we've seen a 7-0 run now by Fox Valley Lutheran. Holt for Hooper. And Armisen. Armisen looks to drive, gets down the lane, kicks it out. Holt will try the 3 and hit. E.J. Holt now with 5 on the night. And the Terrors double up their lead.
Yeah, huge 3, answering a little FVL run.
Butler down the lane, rejected again by Hooper, his 2nd block on the night. Harmison into the front court. He'll push the pace. Contact, no good, but a foul will be called. Nice job by Harmison to recognize that Mears was not in a good legal guarding position while taking it at him down the lane. Mears' 2nd foul on the night. Harmison will go to the line to shoot 2, where so far tonight he's 0 for 2. Free throw, good.
Yeah, just a huge 3-pointer by Holt. It seemed like FVL is finally getting that momentum turned around and into their favor. And then Holt from the baseline drains a 3, and then Hooper with the beautiful block again on Butler leads to the 2 free throws here for Harmison.
That had to be extra clean because usually when officials see you come all the way down from behind, it's an automatic whistle.
And he had all ball.
2nd free throw nailed by Harmison as well. He has 11 on the night, and the lead's back up to 8 for West. Getting to the lane was Poppendorf, and he's fouled.
Certainly a lot more fouls this half than we saw in the first half.
There has been.
6 total in the first half, and we're already up to 10.
Part of that is FVL's taking it to the hole.
Yes.
They were kind of settling for jumpers, as you mentioned, in the first half. Foul is whistled on Grunman, his 2nd, 5th team. First free throw, Poppendorf is good. He has 4 on the night. Substitution as Grunman checks out and Brown comes back in for the Terrors. Poppendorf, 2nd free throw, good as well. He now has 5 on the night. And the lead is back down to 6. Holt for Hooper. Back out for Brown. Count is on as he gets it into the corner for Hooper. Hooper will attack, going up against Butler. Off back iron, no good. Strips it away from Butler, but cannot save it. Oh, he does save it. Throws it off of Butler. If West hangs on tonight, Bomani Hooper is the player of the game.
Yeah.
I don't care how many points he has.
his
He has
defense-
been fantastic.
Yeah, just all around, you're right. Fantastic is a great word from the start. He's been just doing everything possible to propel the Tears to a win.
Little conversation there, but the officials have agreed that it will be West ball. Pass into Meyer in the lane. Been there a while, forced to kick it out for Brown. Back out for Myers. Near side for Hooper. Guarded by Butler. Back out top for Holt. 6-point lead, and West is willing to run some clock here with 8.5 to go. Back for Brown. Had Harmison in the post there. Didn't give it to him. Holt back out top. Holt, little show and go. Behind the back, down the lane, and scores. E.J. Holt now with 7. Unexpected points off the bench for him. 8-point lead again for the Tears. Here comes Butler, sheds Cooper and scores and is fouled. Interesting there that he switched to the left hand to take it to the hoop. I think that was to draw the foul. Believe it or not, that's only Hooper's first foul on the night. Chance for a 3-point play here now for Butler. Who has 25 points, right at his season average, and misses. So the lead stays at 6. Holt, far side Brown. Brown pounding the dribble, counts on. Now he sheds the defense, maintains the dribble, gives it off to Harmison. And off for Myers. Out top for Holt. Back for Harmison. He'll try the 3 and hit. Harmison's 4th from downtown tonight, and the lead is back up to 9 for the Tears. Loose ball, and Poppendorf hitting the floor there to maintain possession for Mears. Out high, Loberg will try a 3. That's off the rim, and Brown with a rebound. Into the front court, long pass, Holt gets to the basket, little step around move and scores. He has 9 and the lead is back up to 11.
Wow, what a job by DJ Holt. The 3-pointers really turned this game around.
Whistle out top and a hand to check will be called, I believe. Against Hooper, his 2nd. 6th team foul. Check that, 8th team foul. So this will be 1-1 with Butler going to the line. Long time to be in the bonus here with 6:58 left to go in the half.
Well, they got to start making them though.
Front end, good. Chance to get the deficit back to single digits here for the Foxes. That one's good as well.
Timeout for FPL.
So Hooper now, or Butler rather, is now 7 of 9 on the night. We'll keep it here for this one. And an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors tonight, including Fox Communities Credit Union, East Wisconsin Savings Bank, Myron Construction, and Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Coming up in our next edition of the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game, it'll be Neenah and Kaukauna, a Fox Valley Association finale. Neenah has already clinched the conference championship at 16-1. Kaukauna looking to pull off the upset at home against the #1 ranked team in Wisconsin.
What do you think the over-under on that one, Jonathan?
That's going to be about 170, I think. Those two teams can fill it up a little bit.
I think both teams have scored over 100 points, I think, at least once or twice each team has, I know.
So here comes Appleton West as Fox Valley Lutheran will come out in a little full court press here, trying to pick up the pace and get West out of their rhythm, but they're able to break the press and get into the front court. Brown out for Harmison, and now Holt. Lob into Myers, tough catch there. Lost Art feeding the post. Guy was Posted up perfectly on the box, and they threw the lob pass to the baseline. Holt back out for Brown, and now Myers. Back for Holt. I think Coach Mady believes this is his best offensive lineup here because he's kept him out quite a while here in the second half. Grundman feeds into the post. Myers double teamed, finds Brown out top, and now he'll reset with 6:15 to go in the contest. Off for Harmison. Back out top for Myers. Into the corner for Brown. Out top for Holt. And now Brown again. Guarded, by the way, by Everett Nowak. Brown to the basket, no good. Harmison with a tip up, and he scores. Harmison now with 13 points here in the second half. And West is back up by 12. Whistle as Brown gets, check that, Butler gets to the basket and scores. Foul will be whistled on E.J. Holt, his first.
Yeah,
Ninth team.
Butler just did an excellent job taking it to Holt's body, drawing the contact, and finishing strong.
Opportunity to get the deficit down to 8, and he does. Check that, 9. Oh, that's right, 52. There we go, 8. Substitution, Holt out, Hooper back in. As FBL keeps up that full court press here. Harmison across the timeline, finds Hooper. He's going to attack again. Throws one off glass and hits. I wouldn't say that it is smooth, but it is effective. Butler back the other way. He'll challenge Hooper. Hang, can't hit, tipped, and out of bounds. They're going to say off of West.
I thought Butler may have touched it last, but honestly, that's the opposite end of the court, and the official had a much clearer look than we did up here.
Thank you for saying it that way, Gary.
Although we have a higher view.
We certainly do. Again, that's Nowak. You're seeing some clutch minutes here for Fox Valley Lutheran. And now all for Butler, guarded by Hooper again. Lohberger. They try to feed the post, but he gets kicked out of bounds again, and it'll stay with Appleton, or with Fox Valley Lutheran. Substitution, Poppendorf back in. Nowak will check out. Lob pass, Lohberger. Out high for Poppendorf. Now for Mears. Back to Butler. Had the spot up 3, but gives it off to Lohberger instead. Into the corner. Poppendorf will attack. Left hand off glass and hits. He now has 7 on the night. Lead back down to 8. Full court pressure continues. Juwan Howard approves of this. Far side for Brown. Now for Harmison. Fox is also extending the defense a little bit more here late. Butler against Hooper. Back for Brown. Grundman for Myers again. Tries to shed his man, gets down the lane, attacks the glass and hits.
Yeah, good job by Myers. He had the mismatch and took it right to the hole.
Long 3 out of the corner is good. And we'll get a quick timeout as Isaac Knoll nails the 3. He has 6 points now on the night. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in 60 seconds, you're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union. Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Back to Appleton West High School. Jonathan Kraus, Gary Berlowski with you tonight here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. It is a 7-point lead here as the turnover is forced. Butler into the front court. Forced to kick it back out. No, into the corner again for Butler. He goes off glass, hits, and another foul will be called. Another chance for a 3-point play here for Josiah Butler. Nice emphatic call by the official there. You got to sell those.
Yep, I think it was a good call. Harmonson a little bit late trying to draw the charge, and Butler's taking over here trying to get this a 4-point game.
He now has 31 points on the night. Make it 32 with that one. And they're probably going to need a lot more yet before the end of the night.
Yeah, it's full court pressure causing a little bit of issues there. Causing turnover. See if they can do it again.
Harmonson now double teamed out near the line, and a foul will be called as Coach Wendland thought they had the turnover. Actually, they're going to say a timeout was called before then. So timeout instead of a turnover or a foul. We will keep it here for the time being and let you know about Fox Valley Lutheran High School. FVL's beautiful North Appleton campus is home to quality Christian education for all students, whether college-bound or interested in the trades. Is tuition an issue? The Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and FVL tuition assistance application windows are open now. To find out more about those programs or FVL itself, contact them at 739-4441 or visit them on the web at fvlhs.org.
They have some outstanding facilities. I always enjoy doing games there. They take great care of us. There we have a beautiful view at the half-court stripe.
Get our own little booth upstairs.
Yep. Yes.
All we need is a freight elevator and a exit or an entrance just a little bit closer to where we come in, or where we set up.
Can't be too greedy, Jonathan. We're gonna take what we can get.
Well, if anyone saw the suitcases that we have to bring in for games, whew, you'd be like, wow, what are you guys doing? Moving here? All right, let's get our graphics back up here as a near steal there as Harmonson finally corrals along the baseline, drives to the basket, shot blocked, but a foul will be called as they're going to get Isaac Knoll. His first.
Little, I don't know what to call it, organized chaos there, but Tara's able to get to the free throw line with Harmonson drawing that foul.
Harmonson so far tonight is 2 of 4 from the stripe. First free throw is good.
You know, here I think it's the difficulty for Appleton West. You could have possibly a 6-point lead with 3:26. It's just now closing out a game. How do you do it? With only 3 wins on the year, that's the challenge that they're going to have to face tonight, where FVL, they've been doing this all year with their winning record and a top seed coming up in the playoffs.
Into the corner, Poppendorf will pop the 3. That's off the rim, no good. Harmonson skies for the rebound. Brown will bring it across the timeline with 3:12 left to go and a 6-point lead. Finds Holt, who checked in on the timeout. Back for Hooper. Hooper hand checked out top, and a foul will be called.
Yeah, it might be foul Hooper coming up, sort of the hack-a-shack, hack-a-hooper. Could be. They have one more, that was the 6, so the next foul will be in the bonus. Let's see what the game plan here is for the Foxes.
He is 1 for 4 so far tonight from the stripe, and as I mentioned, a 48% free throw shooter for the season. So Myers has it into the corner. Hooper, not afraid to drive, has it slapped away, and it'll remain with Appleton West. That's a tough thing. When you're not a good free throw shooter and the ball comes to you,
yes,
you almost feel like you want to give it up if you know you're going to get fouled. The Ben Simmons effect. Ball comes into Brown. Trying to spin away. Poppendorf with the defensive assignment all the way out to the midcourt stripe. Count is on, and then Brown travels. Pivoted on both feet.
Yeah, that's not a good spot. It's a couple times now they have stopped in that location there. That's not a place where you want to pick up your dribble.
Whenever I'm working a game as an official and I see a kid up in that area, I'm looking to the bench for the timeout that's about to be called. Butler now working against Holt. Step back three. That's rimming out no good. Rebound. Lohberger gets brought to the floor. And they're going to get Hooper with the foul. So that's his third. 10th team foul, so it's double bonus the rest of the way for the Foxes. And Lohberger will head to the line for the first time tonight. Just 2 points for Adams so far. Makes the first. Second free throw, good as well. And the lead is down to 4.
Pressure continues for FEL.
Armisen into the corner now for Hooper, and they're going to foul him. That is the strategy. Yo, and this is early, too. I mean, 2:24.
Yeah, I think being a two-possession game might be what's the deciding factor. If it's one possession, you probably don't foul him, but we'll see if it pays off.
Front end of the bonus is good.
Nothing but net.
That's right. Hooper says, go ahead, follow me.
Yep. He's had the game of his, I'm going to guess, game of his season so far tonight on the all-around way for Hooper.
Bomani's high for the season is 16 points. I don't think he's there quite yet. Second free throw is no good. But it's just been the all-around game. Defense against Butler for most of the night. Now Holt manages to defend Butler and get a steal. Long lead pass is a whistle stoppage first. As the foul was out top. Sorry, that's on Jackson Poppendorf, his first. 8th team foul now on the Foxes. And Brown to go to the line to shoot 2. So far tonight, he is 2 for 2. Had 8 points in the first half, hasn't scored yet in the second half, then misses the free throw, but Myers skies for the rebound. Finds Hooper underneath, off glass and hits. Great ball movement on the offensive rebound as Myers using his 6'7" frame. Now a foul called out front as Butler was ball handling.
And that's the last thing you want to do now if you're the Tears is stop the clock and you're already in the double bonus situation and you'll be shooting 2 free throws.
And rather importantly, Bomani Hooper just picked up his 4th foul. Free throw Butler, no good.
Yeah, this might be a situation, offense, defense substitutions if you can. Get them back in there if they have an opportunity to play defense.
Actually, I think Coach Mady's okay with this because you're taking Hooper, your worst free throw shooter, off the floor here. Grunman is in now, and Butler makes the second free throw. Cutting the deficit back down to 6. Ooh, nice catch there by Brown to keep that one in play.
Real
Myers
nice catch.
double teamed out near the midcourt stripe again, had it knocked away, but they say that he was able to recover. Myers gets down the lane, goes up glass, no good. Foul will be called.
Boy, Effield came real close to another turnover. Credit Myers, strong hands and able to make the nice catch and then split the double team for 2 more free throws.
He got lucky there because the ball got slapped free as he was stepping back into the backcourt. 2-shot foul for Myers. Foul was whistled on Jonah Schmitz, his first. Free throw, good. Shooter's roll. Back to a 3-possession lead for Appleton West with 1:37 left to go. Myers' second free throw. That one rims out. Up for Butler. Down 7, what can he do? Pull-up jumper 3 from the top of the key is good.
Yeah, too easy. Butler's not going to miss there. You give him that much room.
4-point deficit. Brown into the front court. Off for Myers. Myers is the most valuable player against the press because they can throw over the top and get it to him anytime.
Yeah, especially with this lineup that FEL has in right now. You're going for the quickness over height, and Myers, as you said, Jonathan, able to throw it over the double teams. And nice job by Brown there. Had brought it back out and ran the little bit of offense to draw the foul.
Myers back to the line. 3 of 4 now on the night. First free throw is good. you're Appleton West, to make your free throws, you should be able to hang on here. Hooper returns with 4 fouls. Gundrum will check out, or Grundman, excuse me. Myers converts the second. And the lead goes back up to 6. Pushing the pace, Butler all the way to the glass, and a foul will be called. That one's going to be on Brown, his second. 2 more free throws for Butler. Coach Mady not sure about that one. No good. So Grundman returns and Hooper will check out. Butler, second free throw, converts on that one. Unofficially, I've got him for 33 now on the night. Back to a 5-point deficit. Myers trying to step through. Butler got a hand on it. Brown able to retrieve. They find Harmison for the layup. Nice job there. Looked like they were just going to try to run out some clock there, but Harmison came free for the layup. Butler now trying to shed Holt. Gets down the lane, goes off glass, and hits. Timeout called from the bench by Fox Valley Lutheran. So let's see how long this one is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a full. And it will be. So we'll take one as well. Back in about a minute here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Jonathan Kraus, Gary Berlowski with you here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Fox Valley Lutheran with a quick turnover in the backcourt, as Poppendorf was able to get it free. And now stolen out top by Holt, and he will miss the dunk. Gives it off for Butler. Still a 5-point game into the front court. He'll drive, throws one up off glass, and is fouled. Coach Mady is beside himself down here because Holt, I know you want to send it in, but you got to make sure of it, because that seals the game.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it would have brought down the house. And, I mean, a great defensive effort. Yeah, I understand the frustration, and he's probably right, but.
Third foul on Harmison. Free throw, no good.
You haven't won many games this year, and a play like that would have brought the house down, and, it's a good teaching moment.
Yep.
He knows
He's
it.
going to hear it. No, just a little handshake.
Yep.
Butler, by the way, 39 points on the night, 30 of them in the second half, and he rims out both free throws.
That's been a killer.
Yep. Long lead pass, Harmison. He'll give it up for Grundman, and then back for Brown. Over for Hooper. They'll foul him willingly. Can't. Tries to turn around jumper and can't hit. Still a 2-possession game with 12 seconds left to go. Pull-up jumper blocked as Harmison got a hand on it. And now a foul called in the backcourt. And the Appleton West fans and the bench are feeling it right now, as it looks like their team is going to hang on for the win tonight. Huge win for the program. Grundman to the line here for the first time tonight. Only has 3 points so far. Hits the first. one of the two seniors on this team who's obviously had to deal with a very tough final season. Second free throw, good again. And the lead is now up to 7. And now a steal in the backcourt as Hooper puts the exclamation point on this one. He'll dribble out, and Appleton West pulls off the 76-69 upset here tonight at Emmanuel Gym.
Yeah, what an effort by Appleton West. I don't think anybody, maybe other than a few people on the Appleton West sidelines thought this would happen, but we talked about it. Teams really two opposite directions. One team a number 1 seed, another team with only one conference win all year, but from the start, Appleton West came out with a lot of intensity. I wasn't sure if they would be able to carry it for all 36 minutes, but they absolutely did. And what an all-around game, for Appleton West. Just a huge win, and I think it's exactly what they need now to carry into next week's playoff games. And you can just see, for as tough as the year it is, you see all these smiling faces and the students coming down to congratulate them. I think it makes it all worth it. Obviously the wins and losses, you don't want to see it, but a win like this can, you said it, Jonathan, can really turn the program around. And now it's, you couldn't ask for a better lead into a home playoff game next week.
All right, so we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll recap the scoring as well and give you our final thoughts on this big win here tonight for Appleton West. You're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week. Back in 60 seconds.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
As our students become young adults and follow their own unique paths, they all still have one thing in common: the need for banking to keep up with the pace of their lives. Our online account opening and integrated mobile services are designed with that in mind. And a $200 bonus for opening a qualifying new checking account makes East Wisconsin Savings Bank perfect for the next step in life.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Unofficial player of the game tonight, Bomani Hooper. And first off, what did Coach Mady say to you, knowing the challenge that was ahead of you guarding Josiah Butler tonight?
Yeah, just don't be try to win the game for yourself. Don't do anything like trying to be special. Just hold it down and don't jump. Don't jump. None of that. Like just play your game, but don't try to. I think he said like Superman. Like don't be Superman. So yeah, that's what kept me in. So trying, not letting his he's a great player, but not letting all the stuff that other people say about him getting in the way of mine. Like I always been the type of person like everybody say, oh he's good. I was always the person that like, oh yeah, you got to show me. Like I wanna feel that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I thought I had a good chance of playing great defense tonight. And I'm like, well, I'm finna see what the hype is about. And
yeah,
we saw it. It was heck of a game, but
well, he went for 39 tonight, but he had to earn every single one of those.
He sure did. He's, like I said, great player, but yeah, we just as a team grinded it out and got the dub.
That's right. Now, what does this mean for this team here? This kind of win against this kind of opponent here tonight, this late in the season, it's been really tough for you all year.
Yeah, it really has. I can't lie, but it gets us give us a little more motivation going into playoffs, and you know, not just knowing like anything can happen, any game. Like I always thought also like stats, like I always thought that was situational. Like that
Sure.
number just don't come up. It's somehow that comes down, and where the numbers come up, like that comes from different situations, and ain't no situation ever like 100% gonna be the same as another. So it's all what basketball gives you and what you can take from it.
You made a few free throws down the stretch too. That was good.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, I missed a few too, but
That's
yeah,
okay.
enough to get the job done.
All right. Well, I want to congratulate you. You
Yeah.
played a great all-around game
Thank you.
tonight.
Appreciate
man.
it.
You had a great time. Bomani Hooper, I appreciate you joining us. We'll let you get in with the locker room here and celebrate with your teammates.
Thank
okay?
you, sir.
Have a great week.
night. You too.
Again, Bomani Hooper joining us here on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Where again, our final score, let me get that up here for you now that Bomani is out. 76 to 69. And that is the final. That is not the halftime score. Let me get that corrected as well. As Hoop was up here, and I'm like, hey, a chance to get him on tonight. Fantastic after that big win for his team. Let's run through. Well, actually, Gary, why don't you give me your final thoughts here on the game? We'll take a quick break, and then I'll run through the individual scoring as well.
Appleton West, the locker room's right behind us. It's probably the happiest it's been all year. A lot of yelling and screaming going on, and deservedly so. Just a great effort again. You know, for a team that's really struggled all year. You know, as a coach, you know, you can just ask them to play the best you can. You know, to the final game of the season, and you know, for them, you know, that again, I think this is the blueprint they need to go into the playoffs next week. They got themselves a home game and an opportunity now. If they play like they did tonight with Jonathan, bring that defensive intensity, you know, the way they shot the three in the second half and hit the free throws down the stretch. And I also think for FPL, while yes, it's a loss, I think this will do them a lot of good. You know, they're not going to face teams with the athleticism. I mean, you know, even though you look at the record of Appleton West, they play in the best conference in the state of Wisconsin. Yep. They're very athletic. We saw it tonight. You saw it with, you know, right out there. So I think for FPL, even though it's a loss, I know you know, head coach Jay Wendland's going to use this as a motivating tool and a teaching tool to get them ready for the playoffs as well next week. So, you know, for a late season non-conference, I think, you know, both teams really benefited from this game.
They certainly did, and as we mentioned, you know, an endorsement for the Fox Valley Association where your last place team is taking out a #1 seed. And remember, FVL is Division II. It's not like they came from Division 4 or something. So, again, our thanks to the Terrors here for joining us on the postgame show. Like I mentioned, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll run through the individual scoring for tonight. We got some eye-popping numbers for you. That is next on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Once again, our final score here tonight, Appleton West 76, Fox Valley Lutheran 69. Let's run through individual scoring here tonight. First off, for Fox Valley Lutheran, Josiah Butler goes off for 39 points, 30 of those coming in the second half, but he was the only Fox's player to score in double digits tonight. Jackson Poppendorf finished with 7. Drew Mears with 6. Isaac Knoll with 6. Adam Lohberger with 4. And Nicholas Krafsink finished with 4 points tonight as well. The Foxes scored 32 points in the, they scored, got to recheck my math here. They scored 45 points in the second half, and Josiah Butler had 30 of those 45. With the loss, Fox Valley Lutheran now falls to 19-4 overall. They will wrap up their regular season on Thursday, playing host to winless Oconto Falls. So more than likely they will bounce back strong. As for Appleton West tonight, they were led by Mikhail Harmison, who finished with 20 points, including 4 3-pointers, 3 of those coming in the second half as part of 17 points that he scored following halftime. Caden Myers finished up with 17 points tonight. Bomani Hooper, who joined us here on the pregame show, had 12. E.J. Holt with 9, could have had 11 if he had a layup instead of a dunk attempt late in the game. Ezra Brown with 8 points tonight. It was Caden Gowdy finishing with 5, Isaac Grundman with 5, and Noah Brinkman, Evan Fossbender with 2 points early in the contest. With the win, Appleton West improves to 4-19 on the season. They will wrap up their regular season by playing at Oshkosh North coming up on Thursday. Again, our thanks to Fox Valley Lutheran High School for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Winter sports season is always exciting at Fox Valley Lutheran High School of Appleton. They're proud to support their Foxes. FVL offers a tradition of excellence, caring teachers, timeless truth, and a state-of-the-art facility make FVL an outstanding choice for those important high school years. To find out more about Fox Valley Lutheran High School, call 739-4441 or look them up on the web at fvlhs.org. Our final regular season video stream game of the week will come your way on Thursday night. That is the Neenah Rockets, number 1 in the state, traveling to take on the Galloping Ghost of Kaukauna. Joey D, Zach Morris will have the call of that one for you. Pregame at about 7:15, tip-off at 7:30. My thanks to Gary Brolowski for another great job on camera and production work tonight. And any final thoughts before we head out? Oh, he's already taken off the headsets. He's ready to go. So we'll wrap it up. Again, our thanks for joining us here on the Fox Communities Credit Union Video Stream Game of the Week. I'm Jonathan Kraus. Have a great